couches, baby. I love this shit.
I'm what you call a lone wolf. I like to walk alone. I go hunt for the feeling. I thrive out on my own. Look in my eyes, look at the prize, look at the yeah, yeah. Heart in my chest, holding my breath. I'm addicted to the game. I am the one they run from. Dead I lie and wait. I do not tremble, do not shake. Ice cold blood in my veins, yeah. The lone wolf is my name.
Wow, what a cage.
Hey everybody, Troy Pottenger, Whitetail Addictions. I am from northern Idaho, and I'm here today to tell you about 2022 buck that I killed. It was a pretty cool whitetail, one of the most unique deer I've ever killed in my life. But you know, to go way back, my whitetail passion started. Just the love for it started way back when I was a kid. Killed my first whitetail buck when I had turned 12 in the state of Idaho. Was able to go out and get that done by myself. Raised in beautiful timber, mountainous country out here in the northern Idaho Panhandle. And, you know, from my young days on, I just always was completely just amazed by whitetails. And over the years, through my teens, I hunted whitetails yearly and managed to always get a buck killed rifle hunting when I was a kid. And then went off to college and, you know, kept hunting as much as I could and hunted a lot, considering I was playing football in college. But, you know, after I got out of college and got into the real world, the workforce and education, and then always have had a construction / logging type or even farming type work I do in the summers. I just always really stuck with the one common denominator in my life, and that was whitetails. So fast forward through a lot of decades and living, basically having my life revolve around chasing these mountain whitetails out here. I started hunting a lot of other states. You know, I've always tried to be a student of the game and just constantly learning and evolving as a hunter myself, and probably have learned the most from the whitetails themselves and the mistakes that I've made over the years. All that to say, you know, this will be my 42nd year of whitetail hunting, and in 2022 I was fortunate enough to get on this buck and get right in his wheelhouse and get him killed in the late archery season. With my really busy schedule, meaning my son being a college football player and my wife and I always traveling and going to all of his games, with my really busy schedule, this buck started to kind of evolve as my front runner, where just in regards to him being killable in a time period where I thought I would get to hunt him enough to get a crack at him. And what I noticed the previous couple years and then this third year is that he was actually spending more time around me where I was set up than he had in the past, even though he had spent a good amount of time in the past in there. But I noticed that he was tending to and kind of running the show at my scrape setup, and he was really aggressive on the scrapes. I always talk about studying the wind at any spot you go into. And I'm very fortunate to have old man's beard everywhere. This is strictly a daily thermal. This is not much of a prevailing, but look how hard it's pushing up out of the bottoms, up in the mountains. I'm breaking down a spot right now to put in a prospecting scrape in camera, brand new area, and I'm just monitoring the wind at 10 feet, 20, 30, and 40, based on the old man's beard wind indicators, natural wind indicators. Got the first one doctored. Here's the mock licking branch I put in. It's been here 3 years. Real simple setup. Paracord, trail camera strap, pull tight. I opened this one up last year and they hammered it, and they got so excited they put one right above it, so we're doubling it up now. They built this one, I built this, and they decided to add a little to it. So we'll doctor this up a little and get out of here. Everybody, as you can see behind me here, I just put in big double scrape, and I did 2 different species of licking branches here just to run video and see what the deer in this area prefer. If you look just beyond the scrapes there, it gets real thick real fast. Hey everybody, Whitetail Addictions. I'm Pottenger. It is, we're creeping up on late archery season here, and I'm getting some stuff prepped today. Out here just freshening up a existing community scrape that I like to overmark. Got some real big deer in this area, and have killed some big deer over the years. This is a historical, very productive scrape that's been around for decades, well before I was here. But we're just in here today, getting prepped up and hoping to kill one of these big bucks early before the actual rut kicks in. You're watching Whitetail Addictions. There's a good one in here. Stay with us. Alright, we're sneaking up in here to these scrapes. Just up around this corner. One of the best community scrape clusters I've ever hunted. Most productive. It's on, folks.
I harvested 4 deer in a row with this. I can't even explain to you. You'll see some video. It's like they almost get hit hard or punched, and then they don't even want to run, and they just don't go far and they die. It just seems like it kills them a little different than a regular broadhead.
That's how the new Lone Wolf Broadhead puts him down, brother.
You can make aluminum as strong as steel, and with unique design, you can do whatever you want. Again, this is way out from where the industry's at, going a totally different direction. More kills under our belt, experiment, and there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, of guys running this broadhead this year, and we are going to see. That'll show you the real picture, not 18 deer. Our new motto is recover your deer, not your broadhead. You're not going to break these blades, they're just indestructible. I think you'll want to give this one a shot, and I think it's going to change the industry down the road.
Alrighty, everybody, just burning up the miles, making the 200, almost 30-mile round trip. Got a bunch of cards to check and cameras checked, and gotta get the big boy figured out. Alright, everybody, just rolling out to check on a big deer. I'm going to be hunting late season. Early season's come and gone, and the late season is just around the corner. Buck that walk last year, and he actually broke half of his rack off. And we're going to go get after him again this year, so hopefully he'll be in the area. I'm going to go prep some scrapes today and check a couple of my spots out to see if he's been around, check some cameras. Whitetail Addictions, going into the late season. All right, good morning, everybody. Troy Pottenger, Whitetail Addictions. I am rolling in to get set up. I'll be out of my pickup in about 10 minutes, and then hiking up into an awesome tree stand to set up a big cluster of scrapes that my boy Ty and I found years ago shed hunting. Anyway, we've killed some nice bucks here. And I have a tremendous whitetail, mountain whitetail, basically he's running the show at these scrapes. He's been covering all the does. He was already with one doe last week and stayed with her for 3 days and bred her, and then another doe just came in. 2 days ago I was in stand hunting this big guy, and had one of my other does come through that I know pretty well. I get her a lot, and she had a 4x4 2.5-year-old on her. So I figured, you know, it's a matter of time before my big buck swooped in and covered her up, and he's on her now. I raced down here yesterday after work and actually laid eyes on him in 50 yards with the doe. So doing exactly what he should be doing in there. He's checking the scrapes like crazy. And I say scrapes, it's a big cluster of community scrapes that have been there for decades. And yeah, I'm rolling in here for an all-day sit on him. Cameras are showing me that he was in here last night. I do have cell service at this spot, so he's with her and he's killable in here. Just starting to get a little gray light here, and I want to sneak in here right after gray light and get my stand and set for the day and hopefully catch this big guys. All right, good morning everyone. Troy Pottenger here from northern Idaho. I am rolling, headed out to put a good sit in on a big whitetail. Beautiful day. It's about 19 degrees right now up here on the gauge, and we're getting an afternoon hunt in. Drove all through the night last night, got home at 2 in the morning from my son's college football game, playoff game. Pretty awesome. Montana State's kicking ass. Headed to the quarterfinals. Got a big win over Weber yesterday, so just living the real life out here. Lots of miles on the road watching my boy play college football, and every chance I get, I'm making the most of my hunting opportunities, which isn't very often. I put my family time first, so going to the boys' games is the boys' games are a non-question mark, even on a big deer. This deer was actually on camera in the daylight the day I was traveling over to the game the other day. So just is what it is. Hoping the good Lord will bless me today. It's a good thing we got snow. There's some blood. He didn't really start bleeding until about 50 yards up this trail. There he is!
I just saw
We got him, boys.
A big rack, and I was like, oh shit.
We're getting out of here. It's a good thing I got 37s on this Cummins or I wouldn't get out of this.
It's a little deep.
2 feet of snow in here and it's warming up and it's breaking up, so then I'm gonna have to get after it here.
Might get a little western.
Yeah, might get a little western in here getting out of this son of a gun. We got a lot of snow, folks. I've been building a trail in here for 3 weeks with the pickup, and that's what allowed me to get in here, is having my truck set up right. No joke. Most guys aren't getting into this spot. It's too nasty.
Just hope we can get on out of here.
Yeah. Get a little shot of that, of the road. Yeah. Oh yeah. Getting a little wild.
Lone wolf is my name. I'm addicted to the game. The lone wolf is my name.
This is Andre Quisto from Lone Wolf Custom Gear. I wanted to thank you for watching Whitetail Addictions and ask that you become one of our silent partners by hitting the YouTube subscribe button and following us on Facebook and Instagram.